Hey guys, Rory here from Your Golf Travel. Just arrived at Bearwood Lakes Golf Club in Reading. Absolutely stunning looking place. Basically, we have got some Masters clients who came to Augusta with us earlier this year, coming down to play a bit of golf first and foremost, and to also talk about their experiences at Augusta National, what they like most about their Masters golf holiday, etc, etc. Hopefully it will give you guys a bit of an insight into what it might be like to come to Augusta with Your Golf Travel next year. As you can see behind me, this place looks absolutely stunning. I did pack my clubs in the car as well, you know, just in case. So I'm hoping to pop out for a few holes later on as well. But as some of you will know, I've been to the Masters a couple of times too, with Mark Crossfield twice. Coach Lockie came with us this year as well. So I'm going to share with you as well my favourite things about Augusta National, being there for the first time and returning as a spectator, the Masters tournament itself, as well as some of the golf courses you can play if you travel to Augusta to attend the Masters. I have decided I am not leaving this course until I've played a few holes. Oh, this looks awesome. So my number one reason as to why I love attending the Masters is, and it seems like an obvious one probably, is the golf course. While I've seen people like Tiger Woods, who's a big hero of mine, Jordan Spieth, Garcia, Justin Rose, all the biggest players in the world, the golf course, Augusta National, is the star of the show. It is a really, really surreal experience being there for the first time. I've grown up watching the Masters on TV, so you think you know the place like the back of your hand, but once you're there in person, it's a totally different beast. A lot of people you may have heard say that the elevation changes are really surprising. They are absolutely massive. For instance, if you stand on the 10th tee, the drop down to the green is just mind-boggling. Everything's bigger than you think it would be. So bunkers are absolutely huge. Green complexes are massive. The slopes are crazy. So yeah, walking that golf course, even if there weren't players on it, is a very special experience if you are a keen golf fan. As you can see behind me, we've got a film crew here interviewing some of our Masters clients who've been with us in 2017, last year in 2016, and in years gone by as well, picking their brains on what makes the Masters special for them.
Going to the Masters was beyond a dream for me. I mean, one's always seen it on the TV, but to actually get there was, you know, like I say, beyond a dream. You know, I never thought I'd get there.
My next reason for absolutely loving going to the Masters is the golf courses you can play in the States while you're out there. Now, I don't know about you, but when I go to live golf events, I really get the itch to play. Watching the world's best players strike the ball the way they do on the courses that they play, especially an iconic course like Augusta National, just makes you want to get out there on the golf course yourself. My first trip to Augusta, myself and Mark drove from Augusta down to Myrtle Beach. Played some really nice golf courses down there, designed by people like Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, people like that, and the courses are really good. But it was my 2017 trip where I got to experience something really special when we played the Pinehurst No. 2 course. What Martin Keimer won the US Open on when he was there?
6 under?
+4, 9 under.
9 under?
Was he like, there was only 2 or 3 people under?
Yeah, the runner-up came in 1 under.
Yeah.
9 under?
I remember he just...
The first 2 days he just went mental, didn't he?
I remember watching him make one mistake. I remember seeing him hitting on another fairway, and then he just like, he could chop it over and around and got on the green. Like, got away with it.
How on earth?
Yeah, that'll work, Ray, well done.
9 under.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. 9 under! 9 under! 9 under!
Obviously Pinehurst No. 2 is one of the most iconic courses in the world. It's often referred to as the home of golf in America, so like the St. Andrews of America if you like. Insanely difficult that golf course was, despite the fact that I didn't lose a golf ball, I don't think. I think I won with about 26 points. And there are other amazing golf courses at that resort as well. I think they've got 9 in total. Pinehurst is about a 4-hour drive from Augusta, and there are other amazing resorts like Kiowa Island is a similar distance away. And there's lots of courses closer to Augusta itself. We played another one called Great Waters, which was absolutely breathtaking.
Look at this hole.
That's good. That's good, Matt. Yeah, that's brilliant. You do know what you're saying.
Not really.
What are you, Matt?
Look at it. So we're going right around this lake, as you can imagine. 180 yards, Matt hitting a 7. It's a good one.
Yeah, been nice. Been nice.
Yeah, it's good.
This is beautiful.
We said that on this vlog, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is though.
Can't be overstated.
I'm going to say something that I don't think we have to. Look at that now. So look at this, there's speedboats going past. I was raced up there. Matt's hit a nice pin iron. I've all of a sudden just carried a 6 on 180 yards somehow. Not my 6 iron though. Up. Oh, that's good now.
That's a good putt. Oh!
So yeah guys, the golf you can play not only pretty close to Augusta but also within 3 or 4 hours drive is an absolute plus point for any Masters golf holiday. You can tick some proper bucket list courses off your list. I've only been twice, hope to go again next year, but I roped in a couple of my colleagues standing just over there who've also been. We're going to talk about their favourite courses that they've played on a Masters tour.
It's actually got a dead cat.
Is it?
Jen.
Sorry to interrupt guys. We're going to talk about your favourite golf courses that you've played on a Masters tour. I've gone with Pinehurst. Well, actually, it's tough between that and Great Waters, but what are your favourites?
For me, Ocean Course at Kiwa Island. Obviously hosted the 91.
Ryder Cup, Knowledge.
Absolutely incredible. Trent Jones course. I don't know what to say about it really. It's like playing the best Scottish links, but with superb weather most of the year. Also lucky enough I played Harbour Town Links in Hilton Head, the famous red and white lighthouse behind the 18th. Pretty daunting final hole, but that's pretty much the only hole that runs along the coast. All the other holes are pretty sort of tree-lined fairways, very tight. But for me, those two like stretch out, stand out by a mile.
Yeah, those are pretty tough to beat though, aren't they? Like, it's just awesome playing a golf course that you've seen on TV, and obviously as part of the Masters trip, that really sets it off. I've really only played 2 as part of the Masters trip. So one's actually next door, which is Augusta Country Club. So the best thing about that is like the 8th hole is par 5 going down the hill, and you actually play over Rays Creek, which is the creek that's just in front of 12, and the 9th is a par 4, but if you were to hit a big slice off the tee, you'd actually put it on the 12th green or 13th tee.
You didn't?
No, fairway.
I definitely would.
To be fair, the tees are very much pointing you in the direction of the fairway, so that was helpful. But yeah, just like an amazing experience. I mean, I played it on the Friday, so you get like all the roars of the crowd. I'd like to think they were cheering on my shots, but I'm not sure that was the case. But yeah, just a really, really good experience. And the other one I've done is Sawgrass. Yeah, Sawgrass is absolutely out of this world. Like, you know, the condition of it, just the whole experience you get is something I'd definitely consider if you are going to go to the Masters. Definitely try and like bolt on one of these championship golf courses, because you know it just makes that trip even better. And I know Rory talks about it a lot, and it's definitely true. Just watching the golf, you just get a real itch to go and play. And if you can tick off these bucket list courses like the ones Gareth had mentioned and I've touched on as well, it just makes the trip even better, which is hard to believe because it's such a, I say it's a once in a lifetime trip. We're pretty lucky that we've done it more than once, but yeah, something I would definitely worth checking out. And if you do actually make a master inquiry with your golf travel, you're more than likely to speak to this guy. How many times have you been now?
8, I think.
Yeah.
All right, well I usually win the games of who's been on the best holidays and the best courses, so I'm turning the camera off now.
If you were to describe to someone who had no golf experience before, it was like, oh, it's a big deal. The Masters is like going to, well, I've been to Wimbledon or I've been to Wembley, or you know, is that a like for like? What would you say to them?
You go to Wimbledon, you have an absolutely great day, value for money. Yes, it is for £100 for a whole day's tennis, great. You go to the Masters, you're in there, you're seeing something you've always wanted to see. Snacks, all that is very well priced. Nothing is a rip-off inside. The stores are all over the course. You have to bring back memorabilia. It's what Masters is about. And there's stores all over. You queue maybe 5 minutes max and you're in, and everything you want, the green hat, the green jumper, the green tee, the green marker, anything you want, it's there.
So that's a really good point that one of our clients, Alan, just made, and it brings me on to one of my next favourite things about the Masters, which is the cost of the amenities and things like that. Obviously when you attend live golf events like the Open and things like that, it can strike you as a bit overpriced when you're going for a bacon roll and a coffee and stuff like that, and you're handing over the best part of a tenner. I do get it. Professional golf events are commercial entities, they're there to try and make some money, so I don't feel too bad handing over that kind of cash. But when you're at Augusta, everything is so reasonably priced. You can go in and get a pint of beer, $3 or $4, a hot barbecue sandwich, $3, pimento cheese sandwich, $1.50. So you can really spoil yourself when you're at the course and you're not going to part with too much money. And to be honest with you, it's little touches like that which, as a patron, not a spectator, a patron, makes you feel a little bit special and wanted, and that's just a really nice feeling when you're at Augusta. And then you've got the swag as well. You simply cannot go to Augusta without absolutely stocking up. I know the 2 times I've been, I've got loads of friends who are into golf as well who just sent me like shopping lists of stuff to bring back for them. And if you go to any one of the merchandise stores on the course, you just see people with these massive carry bags full of stuff. I'm sure they're bringing stuff home for their friends as well. It's all very reasonably priced. I absolutely love my Masters memorabilia at home, so that's another great thing about going to the Masters, is like being a kid in a sweet shop when you go into the Masters shop.
So there's only about 25,000 people there, so you get the chance to be very close to the game. You get a chance to see them tee off, you get a chance to see them putt, and we saw about 10 holes, and we really enjoyed seeing such great professionals, you know, playing at the top of the game.
And then you park your chair there, you go out and have lunch, come back, the chair is still there. I mean, you know, so when people used to tell me, I never used to believe it, but when I was actually there, yeah, it happens.
Just caught the end of Eddie and Joyce's interview, another couple who came with us in 2017 to Augusta, and they touched on a really good couple of points which I completely agree with. First of all, your access to the players at Augusta in comparison with other golf events such as the Open, the Ryder Cup, things like that, which I would still recommend people go to, but it's on another level at Augusta, and that's largely down to the Masters chair. You've heard me talk about this before, you've heard Mark Crossfield talk about it. Basically, for the cost of about $35 or $40, I think, you can buy a Masters chair, and in short, you plonk it down early doors when you get to the course, right at the front of the ropes, anywhere you want on the course. From there, you can get up, walk around the course for as long as you want. I've done it, I've plonked my chair down and walked around for 3 or 4 hours, come back to my chair, and it's still there, empty. If someone is sitting in it, you just politely ask them to move. So essentially, you've always got a front row seat anywhere you want on the golf course, and you can't beat that at a live golf event. My favourite spot on the course, if you can get there, you need to get there early, is directly behind the 16th tee. You can plonk your chair down there. On practice days especially, they're doing the skim shots across the pond. Really, really good fun. The atmosphere is electric. You're really close to loads of concession stands, toilets, you name it. If you're looking for a recommended viewing spot on the course, that is my number one. Before we go, here's a couple more tips from the guys. If you're going to the Masters, definitely check these tips out.
I think, well, the thing I tell so many people is, it's hopefully a simple one, but one I definitely have forgotten about, is just planning your day. So definitely the first time I went there, I walked down any of the front nine. It's so easy when you get there to be, you know, people talk about this kid in the candy shop, and you are, because it's something you watch forever, ever and a day on TV, and it's, you know, part of pretty much everyone's golfing makeup. So I would say, like, make sure that spend some time to walk the front nine, because you want to have the whole experience, and don't do what I did, which was literally get in there, walk straight to Amen Corner, kind of experience. I mean, it's an amazing place, you obviously have to do that anyway, but don't just focus on the, you know, like the 12th, 16th, 18th, because so many great vantage points all around the course. 8's a brilliant one to watch people hit driver off. So yeah, just plan your day and make sure that you don't just kind of stick to the main points, because at the end of the day, you're there for the whole day, you're going to be able to do Amen Corner and all these other famous places. You really should, but just, you know, make sure you do get out to check out the rest of the course as well.
But my top tip, if you've got time after you've done all that, remember on a tournament day you can't take camera in, you can't take a phone in, so you need to get yourself to around the front of the clubhouse and get an official photograph. They'll put it online for you. When you get home you can print it off, show all your mates you've been.
Those are some top tips. So there we go guys, all done at Baywood Lakes for the day. As said earlier in the video, we've had some of our clients up here talking about their Masters experience. We'll get a nice polished video of that coming out soon from a company called Shortform, who do a bit of work with in the past. As you can see behind me, the guys are finishing up on the 18th. So I'm going to see how they got on the course and then go and have some lunch with them here at Baywood Lakes. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the Your Golf Travel YouTube channel, like the video, and post any questions you might have about a Masters experience in the comments section. And if you'd like to come in 2018, hopefully I'll see you there. Just get in touch and maybe see you in America.